Good morning, good people. YouTube is on easy mode. Share your story, find your people, build your channel. So, if you guys were watching any of my previous videos last few days, I started a YouTube channel to kind of share what's going on in my life and my progression from all the way on the bottom to all the way back on top. Currently, I'm in California, in my old neighborhood, taking my old walk that I used to take every morning. It's a nice mile around, like a circle. So I'm gonna walk this morning and talk to you guys a bit. It's been cool. It's been a cool journey back home. We're crashing at my in-laws' house. We're all they got a little house and we're all on air mattresses all over the place. I wake up pretty early, so I shake it in the morning, so that way there's some space in the living room. It's me in the living room, my oldest son, and then my daughter, she's on the couch. My son and I on air mattresses, and then my wife and my young guy are on a big air mattress in another room. It's funny, everybody's everywhere, we're spread all over. So I kind of like get up early. I'm usually up around 4, get up, do my thing, have my coffee, and then I shake the house to go find what's next. For me, what's next is, let me explain a little bit. I'm going to get back to the subject about YouTube being on easy mode. This is the share your story part of it, right? This is what I'm doing, right? Like, I don't know what's next for me. So what I figured I would do is get my family safe, right? So we're at her parents' house. If they have to stay here, they have to stay here. And I'm just kind of like reconnecting with all the people that I know and turning over any little stone I can. I'm back to my health, right? I want to do this YouTube channel thing. So like I'm studying all of these things at night. So like watching any YouTube tutorial, listening to people's advice, figuring out algorithms. Oh, look. How do I turn that? Super cool. So just studying on how to properly create a channel, right? Like I'm really diving into it, and this is what I'm doing, right? This is how I'm figuring it out. Doing the things that I know I can do and not worrying about what's next so much. Take the worry out of it. Take the worry out of your life. Take the worry out of figuring it out. Just do what you know you should do, period, right? So I know I should be taking better care of my health, number one. So that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm out early in the mornings. I've been going for my walks. I have a gym membership with Planet Fitness. So I'm gonna start hitting the Planet Fitness out here while I'm out here. I'm not too sure how long I'll be out here. Maybe not too much longer. I don't know if my family's gonna come back to Phoenix with me or not. It just depends on what happens while I'm here. And then I might have to just go out there by myself and grind it out until I get a house for everybody to come. So start with what you know you should do and start handling that. So like, take care of your mental health, take care of your physical health, take care of your spiritual health, right? Reconnect with people that love you and remind you of who you are. Be healthy, all around healthy, right? Like that gentleman, right? He said peace out as he ran by. So like, do those things first, okay? Because you should, right? You gotta take care of yourself and do things that make you feel good and be around people that make you feel good and that remind you that you're not in such a rut as if you feel as if you are. You're not in such a rut as whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. So do those things first. So that's where I'm at right now. Came back to California. I'm doing things that are familiar to me. I'm around things that are familiar to me. I'm visiting people that fill me with good energy and remind me that I am loved and people do respect me and all of those kind of things, right? So get back to that. So that's what I'm doing now. This is what I'm documenting as of now, and this is my beginning. As my channel grows, it'll be more specific into different types of videos, my workout videos, our cooking videos, family time videos, whatever I'm hustling at the time, whatever job I'm gonna be into, my artwork, like all of those things will be sectioned off under this channel as I share what hits, right? So like I'm gonna start exploring all of those things. I know the last time I hit a major down point in my life, what I did was I switched up everything. At that point I was like 480 pounds, some crazy stuff like that. And that's when I started hitting the gym and started running and became a runner. And then after I got all the way down to 190 pounds, no tricks, no Ozempics, none of that. Just sheer willpower and determination, blood, sweat, and tears and vomit, literally, right? Like it's hard work, but that hard work that I put in built a whole new character and put me around gym life people, high energy people, people that have high value for themselves and high value for life, and gave me a whole new circle that I've never been around or exposed to. So it built new opportunities. It triggered different thought processes. It put me in different environments and surrounded me with different kinds of people, go-getters, right? Like people that push past the hard points. So that just changing what's not working for you, very basic, changes a lot in your life. So do those things first and take the worry out of what's next. You know what you have to do next. Take care of you, right? Be the best you for you. Show up for you. That's what you have to do first. So I know that from past experiences, so I'm revisiting that right now. And then I'm taking you with me, right? I'm taking me with me on this journey, and I'm sharing with you so that way you guys can see what's working for me, can inspire a thought for you to figure out what would work for you in the worst case scenario ever, right? No income, no money, nothing. I don't have anything right now. No home. We're literally all sleeping on air mattresses in my mother-in-law's crib, right? So I'm at the bottom, right? There's nowhere to go but up from here. So now the YouTube is on easy mode, right? So learning how to develop this channel and figure it out to maximize my views and to build my following, to find my people, I learned a couple of tricks, right? So right now, what I'm doing is I'm sharing me and my journey, right? So you have to keep it, whatever you're doing, do it. Keep it personal. Don't worry about being perfect at it. Don't worry about all the fancy cap cuts and all of that stuff. Like I'm learning all those little pop-ups, and I'm learning how to edit, and I'm learning how to put in the captions, right? A friend of mine chimed in and hit me up, and he's like, yo, not all the time people can hear you because they're in the car or they're at work or they're just doing something where they don't have the option to have volume. Put captions on so they can read it. It's like, thanks, great tidbit. So then I started doing that, right? My kids, my youngest kid, he's my director right now, Ezekiel, 11 years old. He knows how to mess with CapCut because he's been playing with it for a little while. So then he's showing me things on there. So I'm learning how to do the little pop-ups and how to time things and, you know, things. And I have to like figure out more stuff and take more time in my editing because a lot of times the captions don't say the right words and whatnot. I'm aware of those things, and sometimes I forget and I leave the CapCut watermark at the end, and my little guy was like, Dad, you don't want to do that. That's cheesy or whatever he says. So that's that. So now what I learned is when you're doing your channel, there's a couple little tricks you can use, right? And this is one of them. So I'm testing it. This is the beta test right now. And what I'm doing is I'm using a title that draws in followers or views, probably views, maybe not so many followers, but views, right? So when people look and they see that caption, good morning, they see the caption or the title, YouTube is on easy mode, that title hits already, right? So you use that title and it puts you in that algorithm, but you don't use it to like steal the title. No, you use it and you apply it to what you're doing and how you're doing it, right? So it's a trick of the trade. So there's ways that you can do things like that that will help boost your views and find your audience, and people that belong will stay. People that belong will stick to your channel. So this is right. First of all, just straight organically, without knowing anything, I want to thank all of you right now. Yo, y'all came through. I've only been doing this for like 3 or 4 days, and I'm already like at 35, 40 followers. My very first short got over 100 views. My second video is like at 70 something. My third video is like 50 something. Last night's video, I woke up this morning, it already had like 15, 20 views. Like, crushing, man. You guys are amazing. And it's not, bro, I'm not like I'm not into like the numbers or anything. I'm more into the engagement. Like, people are really chiming in, right? These are my people. These are the people that I know, my small circle from Instagram, and people that I know personally who are sharing and who are coming in and checking it out. Like, thank you, right? Thank you for finding me interesting. Thank you for listening to the words I'm saying. Thank you for caring enough about me and in turn about yourself. And I hope you're getting what you need out of it, man. I hope you're pulling all these little keys that I've been learning in life and figuring out. I'm so into the algorithm of my own brain, right? And the algorithm of my own life, and figuring out what works, what doesn't work, and how to apply the tricks of the trade in my mental health, right? And that's really what I want to share. So back to what I'm talking about and how to reach your audience, pull them in, captivate them. There's another website, let me pull it up real quick so this might mess up the camera. It's called answerthepublic.com. So on answerthepublic.com, you go into whatever is your genre, your niche, and you ask what other questions people are asking, right? What do they want to know about? So first of all, I want you guys to comment. What do you want to know? What questions do you think I may be able to answer, or at very least we can explore together? Ask me, ask away. And then go to answerthequestions.com. That's what I'm going to go to. And then I'll put in whatever's my niche or whatever it is that I'm doing. And then it'll give me a list on the internet of what people are asking. So then I could get to see like, oh, look, I know about this. Oh, I know about this. And then I could pick apart the list, and then I can start focusing my videos. So not just my everyday things and what's really happening, right? But being more supportive of what people's needs are as well, that are in my tribe, in my circle. Why you're watching me? Why do you watch me? Why am I interesting to you, right? So if I could hone in on those things, then hone in on those questions, and then answer those questions, or like I said, at the very least, find the answers with you, then we'll have more engagement with one another, and then my channel becomes more interesting to my people, right? So that's another thing. And then after you do that, and you figure that part out, another trick on the YouTube channel is there's a way that you go and you look at the analytics, and then you can see what videos in whatever niche you're in. Again, are doing well, so that you can see how many views videos got, and then you can see how recently these videos are. So you don't want to use anything past 6 months, and you want to use titles that hit, right? So I was looking, and YouTube Made Easy YouTube is on easy mode was one of the ones that hit. And there's a couple of different videos, like top 5 ways to do this, 5 things that'll get you here, doing what I do is what I do, blah blah blah. So I took it, and now I'm using it, and I'm sharing with you what I've learned on how to maximize your YouTube channel using these little tricks. So as I'm learning, I'm gonna feed it back to you in case this is what you want to do as well. And at the same time, I'm not off topic. I'm not like clickbaiting nobody or anything like that. Like, you got to put all of that stuff aside, and whatever you do it wholeheartedly, right? And really try to maximize the potential of anything you do. Like, this is something I tell my children all the time. Like, I don't care if it's tying your shoes. Figure out the best way. Good morning. The best way to tie your shoes efficiently, effectively, and to the way you like. Like, when we were younger, back in New York in the hip hop days, we used to wear fat laces and shell-toe Adidas and such, and we used to trick out our laces. Like, we used to do checkerboard patterns and all kinds of fly stuff, because back in those days, it was like the more original you are within the culture, within the hip hop community, the more you stood out. So like, it was all about like airbrush jackets and taking Lee patches and putting it on the tongues of your shoes and tying your laces different than other people. But we were fly at that, you know what I'm saying? So I try to put that same thing into my children. Like, whatever you do, I don't care if you're washing the dishes, wash the dishes dope. Do it efficiently, come up with a process. And then I show them how I do it, right? Like, I stack all my plates together, all my bowls together, all my cups together. And then, like, once I have everything in its own category stacked, then I begin to wash. Good morning. And then I begin to wash. And then, like, cups, I clean them with the rag, and then I leave them there while I do all the rest of the dishes, so like it could soak in on the bottom a little bit, so that way you could get all whatever dried up residue of drink is on the bottom. Like, little goofy things like that. It might sound like it's not much, but if you stack all of the things that you do efficiently, and the more basic the task is, the easier it is to get it done efficiently, then you're doing everything efficiently. If you're gonna make your bed every morning before you leave, make sure it's done right. Make sure your sheets are crisp. Make sure your pillow's fluff. Do you know what a big impact that makes when you come home whooped from the day kicking your ass, and you walk into your bedroom and your bed is crisp, ready for you? What? There's no better feeling to take a shower, wash your day off, and climb into a nice, clean, already done bed. Like, your sheets feel good, your blanket, if you use it, feels good. Like, but if it's a mess and your pillows was all smashed, it's another thing you have to do after you just got whooped on all day. Then you get into habit, like, man, I don't even feel like taking a shower. Now you weren't laying in your funky ass bed with your funky ass body, carrying the same traumatic day and the same ass whooping on you all day. But if you walk in your room and your room is tight and your bed is made and everything is clean, you're not just gonna take your clothes off and drop it right there in the corner. You're not gonna climb into your your clean bed with your dirty ass body. No, you're gonna take that extra step. Then you're gonna take an efficient shower and you're gonna wash it all off, and it's gonna feel so fantastic because you can't wait to get into your dope ass bed. Like, those things matter. Those things count. So I want you to start doing those things, and little things, right? I said I want you to, but I'm talking to me, right? Like, I want me to start or continue to do those things, because that's what makes life better for me, right? Like, the sharper I am, the more I do things like that, the better my day goes. And then I teach my children that way. I teach my kids that way. Like, then they can't be mad at me because I do it, right? So if I'm never gonna ask them to do something that I don't do. If I come home and they don't do the dishes or whatever, my wife is tired or whatever, I'll jump and I'll do them, and I'll do them the right way, and now I could hold them to that standard. Now I got room to clown them, like, yo, I had to do this, like, y'all couldn't pick that up. And then look how I did it. I did it the right way. I wiped down the whole stove. I cleaned up everything. I swept. I took care of all of the countertops. I folded up the towel, the dish rag, blah, 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 whatever it is. And I leave the kitchen spotless. So that way, cleaning dishes turns into cleaning the kitchen, right? Things like that. Then I set the standard. Then I keep setting the standard as many times as it takes, because it has to get done anyway, right? And then you have to teach your children that way. My opinion, right? That's how I teach my children. You do what you want to do. But in my house, we ain't about to be just messy doing nothing. So anyway, back on subject, right? These are some of the tricks that I learned to put YouTube on easy mode. Stay within your genre. Stay within your niche. Learn what you're doing. Learn what you're doing. Do it efficiently. We're going to see if this worked, right? I tried it. I put in the title. I didn't do the askquestions.com or whatever that was just yet, because this one I wanted to do with this specific title to see if it worked, and it fit into what I was doing here on this mission perfectly. So I was like, okay, because this is actually what I'm doing. This is part of my mission. This is part of the things that I know I want to start and do first. So I went ahead and I did it. Now let's plug it in. Now let's see how it works, right? Let's figure it out together, and I'll continue to share that with you, and things will just keep moving forward. Today is Saturday. I think I'm on, I don't know when I left, Thursday, right? Thursday. Oh, today's Sunday. Today is Sunday, not Saturday. So I got here Thursday evening, Friday, Saturday. Yes, so it's day three in Cali. I don't know how many more days I'm gonna be here. We're gonna have a family meeting, right? We're gonna get, because I take care of my mom, my dad. My dad's still in Phoenix. We got him safe and sound. That's another topic that I'm going to be covering. It's like the parents thing and how we take care of them and what we plan to do and all of that thing, right? So being that this happened in our lives, and now I'm a lot of bit in a financial stretch. I pay my mother's rent where she's at. I'm not going to be able to do that here for the next month or two till I figure something out, I guess. So we have to figure that part out. But also my in-laws, we care for them. They moved when we were here in Vacaville. They moved like 5-10 minutes away. My mom lives 5 minutes up the road from me, and my dad lives with us. So we planned on staying close, because my wife and I make sure they get to all like the doctor's appointments and whatever. My granddad, from my wife's side, her father, he is a veteran. So we make sure he's getting all his veteran benefits and taking him to the VA and doing all of that stuff. Well, after this happened, it's going to be a little bit tough to do that, right? Like, they were all planning to move to Phoenix, and like, it was me that was jump starting everything. Like, I was going to go out there, get a house, maybe get some land, then have them come in and whatnot. Look what I just seen hanging on my walk. Beautiful. See? God is with me. Huh. That's awesome. I'm gonna leave it there for the next person to see as a sign. Let me make this the thumbnail. I don't know. It's pretty amazing. It's just hanging here on this tree. Look, this is me, man. This is what I do. I take things like, bro, what is that, right? I take things like that and I make them relevant. I make them mean what I want or wish they would mean. that means God's with me, right? Like, what? Just out of nowhere, randomly, I came out here to walk. I was going to walk another hike. It's a Peony Adobe hike I used to do back in the day. But that's a mission, bro. And I got some beater kicks on. I didn't know if I should do that walk. So I decided to do this walk because it's a little bit easier today. But having this conversation and, man, like, what was that? Amazing. Thank you, God. You know, gotta say thank you. Thank you, right? Look at the sun. Look at the sun shining on my face. I got Jesus hanging out in trees waiting for me to say what's up. I don't know. It's pretty awesome. So anyway, so we take care of our parents, and when all of this happened now, like, things have to change a little bit, right? So we're gonna figure it out, and we're gonna have a meeting with her parents and my mother, and I think it's gonna be time that we pull all of our resources together, and maybe we're gonna get some land together in Phoenix or in Arizona. Maybe we'll get a big house together and bring my dad back home and keep them all together. Now listen, they are crazy ass people, right? We're talking about our parents. So those people are crazy, right? And then my mother and father haven't been together since I was 6 years old, and I'm 48. And the two of them, well, first of all, my dad is medically deemed dementia in another dimension. And my mom, they won't even see her because she's so crazy. My mom is a nut, right? And then her parents, her dad is probably the most chill out of the four of them. He's pretty simple. But her mom, wacky, right? My mom, extra wacky. My dad, super extra wacky. So we got to be careful how we put all these people together. So we're going to figure that out. We're going to have a meeting. I think tonight we're going to go have dinner together and kind of just chop it up. See if this is what we're going to do. And it's not going to be so much just on me to put it all together, but we're all going to tie our resources together. And then maybe that'll be the move, right? Maybe that'll be what we do. And maybe that'll be the next step for finding us a home. Maybe we're putting together a home for all of us. I don't know yet. We'll figure that part out now. But I'll keep you posted on that as well. Keep you posted on my journey. Remember, YouTube is on easy mode. It really is on easy mode. It's not that hard to figure out. Everything you need to know about YouTube is on YouTube. What? That's free. All the education you need to figure this out is already there waiting for you. Free. Do a little research. That's what I do. I wake up at 4 a.m. I get on here. I start doing research. I go to bed after everybody's laying down. I get on here and I do a little research. Right? Little by little, step by step. I ain't worried about making mistakes. I ain't worried about wasting time. I'm not worried about doing the right thing. Who's watching? Why are they watching? No. Put all the worry aside and just do it. Like Nike. I wonder if I could say that. I wonder if they'll give me a sponsor. That'd be dope. Do it like Nike. Nike, right? And Adidas and Reebok and Puma and all of them. Somebody watch this shit and give me a check. But do it. Do it for you. Do it for what you want to get out of it. And that's anything. That's not just YouTube, right? This is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. And people are always telling me, write a book, do a channel, do a podcast. Right, so I'm doing it. Hey guys, I'm doing it. Thank you. Thank you for wanting me to do it. And I've been wanting to do it. So now I'm really doing it. All right. YouTube's on easy mode. I'm on grind mode. Get on whatever mode you need to be on. Stick with it. Let's have conversations. Comment here. I'll comment back. Tell me what you want to hear. Tell me what you need to know. Tell me anything that you think that I might be able to help you with. Because I might be able to help you with it. All right? Appreciate all of you. I love all of you. Where's my tribe? Show up, gang. Peace.